Matthew Stafford talking about his back situation, something I'm going to manage throughout the year. And that, in a nutshell, shows that the plan they had as of 3 weeks ago has gone sideways. The original goal was, okay, Matthew Stafford did something around the house to throw out his back. Gets an epidural. Let's give it a long runway to settle down. And then once it does, anybody that's had back issues, flares up, takes a while to go away, goes away, you're back to normal. It's like it never happened until the next time it flares up. They were hoping they could do that, get him through the season, and then he retires or we bring him back for another year or we move on, whatever. We'll worry about that then. When he threw the 68 passes a couple of Saturdays ago and was supposed to practice 2 days later and didn't, I think that was the first moment they understood this isn't something that's going to settle down. We're going to have to figure out how to manage this. And to his credit, Matthew Stafford is the ultimate guy who manages everything. And as I've said, if he were to write an autobiography, the longest chapter in the book, and maybe the longest chapter in any book ever written, would be the chapter about all of his injuries. Because I think there's stuff we'll never know about that he's suffered through in silence and maybe not even told the team. So I don't doubt his ability to do it, but it changes the dynamic dramatically. It was supposed to be, he's fine, it's over, it's done, we can move on. Now it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere, and we never know when this thing is gonna rear its ugly head and cause him to miss a game. That's the reality for the Rams this year.
Like you, Mike, I admire the toughness of Matthew Stafford. He's been tough his entire career. You don't play this long at that position without knowing how to play through some things or knowing how to just deal with injuries that a lot of players wouldn't be able to deal with. But I do doubt his ability to manage it at 37, because it's not like you said, you have back problems. Anybody who has back problems or, any kind of back pain, hey, if you do this, do that, ice, heat, go to a chiropractor and get you settled. It's beyond that for Matthew Stafford. 3 significant back injuries in the last 6 years. So at his age, the back, and how long this has lingered this summer, it makes me wonder, how much did the team know? How much did he know? This sounds very serious to me. I don't know. I really, if I'm the Rams, I am getting Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm getting him ready. I feel like we're gonna see a lot of Jimmy Garoppolo in 2025. It's just there's been no consistency from Matthew Stafford, and this there's a lot of mystery with the back injury. I would be very concerned about 25. 26, they've got draft capital. There's a lot of quarterbacks coming out in 2026. They pretty much stole Atlanta's first-round pick. They got a gift there. So I'm not worried about their future quarterbacks, but in 2025, it's pretty scary. If I'm a Rams fan, I'm very concerned about this season at the most important position.
Here's a little more from Matthew Stafford about the status of his back that is still not all the way back.
But as far as what I've done, everything under the sun, I feel like. Obviously, our guys here have a great program, doing everything we can to try and get to feeling as good as I can. Done that, and just really everything I could possibly do. Done a ton of research, just trying to help myself out. And good thing is I feel pretty good the last couple of days out there practicing. Was able to do even a little bit more than I thought I was going to be able to do the first day, and then just been trying to stack days. Backs are sometimes, interesting things. It's not, cut and dry what's what and how you're going to feel. So I really appreciate, our team and our head coach and everybody taking a day-to-day approach with me, doing everything they can to try and help me out. And I have obviously a ton of, a huge feeling of responsibility to our team to do what's right by them, and I'm trying to do that as best I can day in and day out.
Yeah, look, there's something ominous lurking in all of that. And this can go sideways at any moment, especially once they start playing games and he starts getting hit.
Right.
running back doesn't pick up a blitzer and he gets blown up. Guy comes around the edge and he doesn't sense him there and holds the ball a little bit too long because he's waiting for that last move by the receiver to spring him open. You get hit and everything in there gets twisted up. There's a point where no matter how tough you are, you can't do it. Your body is not going to comply with the commands that is coming from your brain. As your brain ignores the signals of pain coming back and sends overriding signals back down, shut up and go, there's a point where your body's going to tell you, to use Jerry Jones' term, to shove it up your ass.
Yeah. See, that's gonna be the theme of the day, huh?
Yes.
See, now you're just making me laugh and you're distracting me now. But I would say this about Matthew Stafford: what is the back issue now? Because we know from his past, he's had fractures in his back. He's had like a spinal issue a couple of years ago. I don't know if there's a disc here or what exactly it is. All I know, Mike, is one of the images of training camp that I just can't get out of my head is this chamber outside of the Rams facility. And Matthew Stafford's not practicing today, but he's going into the chamber where this therapeutic back chamber where he's getting worked on. I mean, that tells you everything you need to know. Even though you don't know all the details, you just know that is not a normal sight outside of training camp. You can't say all is well. There it is. Here's this tube, this funny-looking tube, silver tube outside the practice field, and that's where our starting quarterback is. And that's one of the keys to the start of the season. Ominous is right. You use that word, and that's the perfect word to use.
And it's not getting any better, no matter how much they try to talk it into existence that it's okay, this is fine, everything is fine, all is well. It's not. It's not. The signs are there, and the games are coming. And in just 16 days, the Rams host the Texans, who have a pretty good defense, with some pretty large humans who are going to be doing everything they can, even though they don't talk about it anymore, thanks to the Saints and Greg Williams. There's a value strategically in having Jimmy Garoppolo on the field instead of Matthew Stafford. And the application of a clean legal hit that maybe causes that back to keep him from playing, it's not a violation of the rules. It's a strategic benefit to the team if it happens. They're going to play hard, they're going to hit hard, and the chips are going to fall where they may. And that's football. And it's always been football. They can try to sanitize it all they want. That's football. And players know that. And players maybe don't talk about it as loudly as they used to. Maybe they don't have to. They know that's how it goes.